I know, right? It's like the coolest thing ever. Oh my goodness. Okay guys, I discovered the coolest thing on the earth. You get a white t-shirt, any white cotton clothing, right? You soak it in this white powder stuff. It's called soda ash. You can get it at any pool store, right? You soak it, squeeze it out a little bit, twist it, put rubber bands on it, put some dye on there. It stays. Either I just discovered fire or no one's ever told me about this. I want to share my discovery with you guys, and I want to help you guys make this thing that I didn't know what to call it, but I figured it needed a name so we didn't get confused. So this video is about dye tie. Alright, so there's a lot of things you're gonna need, but I think it's worth it. So you can get a kit if you want. The kit literally comes with everything you need. That's what I started out with. But regardless, you're gonna need plastic gloves, whatever they're called, plastic gloves, right? You're gonna need a bottle, clear bottle, to put your dye in. You're gonna need dye. It's powder dye. Turns into liquid. You're gonna need white cotton clothing, t-shirt, socks, however. You're gonna need a bowl to soak the shirts in the ash. You're gonna need like a bathtub to rinse the shirts out with the dye. You're gonna need a plastic mat, a hard floor to put that on, because you just need it. And maybe cardboard to put under the plastic mat, just to be safe. And then you're gonna need patience and paper towels. Those are the two P's that are very important. All right, let's do it, man. Random disclaimer. Be sure that if you're in your mother's kitchen to be very careful. And if it's a white kitchen, don't do it at all. Go to your friend's house, buy a house. I don't care, but be careful. If you got marble going on, dude, especially black granite, whatever, that stuff's not gonna stain. You're good, still clean up after. So, get your bowls, right? Get some hot water. Doesn't have to be boiling. Doesn't have to be boiling. Shouldn't be boiling, actually. Just some hot water. Put that sink all the way to the left. Go up. Get this bowl full. You know what? Get your soda ash. Pour it in there. You don't need too much, but definitely need more than a little. So I say go maybe 2-3 seconds of it just flowing in there. Stir it up. Get a good stir in there. Get your shirts, but you want to leave room in the bowl for your shirts. So what good is it? You fill the bowl up, put your shirt. Oh, can't put your shirts in there. What? Whack, dude. You messed up. Start over. You got the bowls. You got room for your shirts. Put the shirts in there. Set your timer for 20 minutes, and then you wait. But if you're like me, you're putting your dye together. So you're waiting, but working at the same time. It's confusing, but you know, whatever, it's all the same. Me personally, I use 2 bowls because I had one shirt that had a logo, it had a red Vans logo on it. I wasn't sure if the red would just mix in with the white, because the soda ash makes colors stick, whatever. So I was afraid of putting it with the other shirts. If that did happen, it did not happen, so we were good. And if you want to do that, you can do it. Next step, dye. So you're gonna want to get your bottle, you want to get your dye. If you bought a kit, the bottles come with the dye in the bottom, I believe. Not quite sure, but I believe. You're just gonna get the hot water and you're gonna fill it up, not to the top. The ones with the kit, they have a line and it says fill to this line. Don't go above that. If you're filling up your own dye with, you gotta pour the powder, I say just pour that powder in there until it fills up about this much of the bottom. This much of the bottom, okay? just don't want too little. So basically the lighter the color is gonna be, the more the darker the color is gonna be. This one actually I did like forever ago. I believe this looks just about how it looked when I made it. I made it really light, and that's because I didn't know if you let dye that's already liquid form, if you let it sit, it can get old or whatever. So it was like faded, but I thought it was sick. Whatever. But yeah, so when you do fill it up, make sure it's not all the way full. Make sure it's like, you know, a little past 3/4 of the way full, but not all the way, because then it has trouble exiting the nozzle, right? But yeah, dude, so you're gonna really need gloves. Like, the dye gets everywhere. As you can see, I didn't have gloves at first. I looked for them, could not find them. But I realized, hey, I'm gonna be touching these white shirts that are now going to be stained when I touch them with the dye on my hands. So I need gloves. So looked a little harder, found them, life is good. After you wait 20 minutes, after your dye is all settled in, maybe put that dye in a Ziploc bag so it doesn't spill and ruin your whole kitchen, whatever, be careful. Pour all that water with the soda ash out, bring those t-shirts, get them real nice and damp. Head on over to your garage, your room, wherever you're gonna do the tie-dyeing. I used to do it in my garage because that was the best place, but now this is the best place. But like I said, you're gonna need a mat, right? You're gonna need a mat, and if you wanna make sure that your dye doesn't get anywhere, freaking tape it to some cardboard, right? Cardboard that goes beyond the edges of your plastic mat, so that if it runs off the plastic, it gets on the cardboard, it soaks on the cardboard, and it doesn't get on your floor. Isn't that like a concept? If you ever want tape, just get duct tape. Like, honestly, don't get any other tape. Forget Scotch tape, bro. Who uses Scotch tape for real? So once you got your mat all settled in and all that stuff, you're gonna get your shirts. You're gonna put them right there in the bowls, whatever. You're gonna get one shirt, plop, right on the mat, lay it out. And then on my first one, I did a spirally method. If you're wanting to do a classic spiral, you're gonna pinch it parallel to the armpits. So parallel would be like, boom, right here. Is that right? Oh. Pinch it, twist it clockwise. That's the way I go. When you twist it, make sure it doesn't clump up. So you want it to fold like an accordion as you twist. But sometimes you just get these big clumps and it's not like folding, it's just like, oh, hey, I'm doing this. And you're like, no, like, you're gonna look like an accordion because I told you to, right? As you're pinching, just kind of pinch it here and there. So this is the method, right? Hey, pinch, twist, fold, pinch, twist, fold. That's how you do it, right? I just put a bunch of colors. Make sure whatever color you put on the one side, that when you flip it over, you do that same color. Typically you want it to look the same on the front and the back, but dude, I've seen people when I've done it to where it's different colors, and if you do the right amount of dye, it's a little trickier because it can get like brown and different discolored, but if you do it right, it's like a blended masterpiece of rainbowy, beautifully magical colors that, you know, looks like Jesus touched himself. You might want to try that too. Just make sure rubber bands are even. You can do 2 rubber bands, you can do 4, you can do 6. It's mainly just a guideline. 1, it keeps the shirt folded. 2, it's like a good way to like distribute the colors evenly, proportionately. The opportunities are endless, and I think you should just try whatever the heck you feel, man. Don't think about it too much. When I used to do it, I would just sit there and go,
what do I want to do, man? So many ways I could do it. I don't want to mess it up.
So the second shirt, I folded that baby. So here's the outsides. I folded it, I pinched it on the inside corner. I went to pinch it, twist it on the outside corner so that these spirals were going into each other, 2 spirals going into each other, and that looks so dope. What that did is instead of having 2 spirals, it just gave 1, but it still had a cool effect because it was like, kind of looked like a trapeze sunrise. Like, so that was a cool thing too. I was actually pretty happy with how it came out. I typically always twist clockwise, but if you're wanting to do that spiral method, I say do counterclockwise because then they go up and hit each other. If you go clockwise, they kind of go into each other and make like a McDonald's looking M. For my last shirt, it was my Vans shirt. my work shirt. I'm gonna wear it to work today and I'm stoked. I'm gonna show that baby off because it looks like flames. I don't know what this is called, but I wanna call it like a blotchy spot method. Okay? Deal with it. Just call it that, please. I didn't want colors hitting the logo. I didn't want colors touching the logo. I just thought it would look better that way. Instead of dyeing the whole shirt, I just kind of wanted it to look touched up, like the dye was like a part of the design, and that like I didn't make it and then I bought it that way. So literally you just pinch it. You pinch one section, pinch another, pinch another. It's just like you're a crab and you're just pinching the shirt, bro. So you just keep doing that, and you want to be careful that it doesn't fold. Like I said before, don't let it fold. No beautifulness if it folds. If you're cool, listen to me, okay? I was just gonna go with red and I decided to go with yellow too. When you're doing that method, the splotch, whatever, spot method, like literally you don't need too much. Just put enough to cover the surface on both sides, you know, leave some spots, leave some room for the white to look cool. So it's not just red, white. So it's like red, yellow, yellow, red, white, red, yellow, white, logo, bam. That's what you want, man. Just mess around with it. You just gotta try it a lot. Like, just keep doing it, and dude, it's fun. You don't have to wear the shirts. Give them away or something. Perfect for Christmas gifts. Like, give them away if you have that kind of money, I guess. It's not that expensive. Go to Walmart, $3 on a shirt. You can buy a kit for probably 15-20 bucks. That'll last you for, of course, more than one shirt. And with the socks, oh my goodness, the socks, they look so beautiful. They look so good. Why can't all tie-dye look like these socks, right? So the cotton on the socks, if you get some good ones like Vans or Nike, the white ones, like they're thick, man. They're thick cotton. It makes the dye pop. I just did like a little swirl method. There's not a whole lot you can do on the socks, but you can just spray them if you want. Chop chop. Or you can pinch them in the middle, twist them. Or you can pinch them at the top, twist them. Anything you want to do, right? There's so many ways to do it. Like, it freaks me out. After you twist them, get them all freaking rubber banded up. Put them in a Ziploc bag individually. Make sure the darker colors are on the bottom, because it's gonna, and so you don't want the yellow to be on the bottom and then all the purple and the blue drips into the yellow and you get like a brownie yellow. Who wants a brownie yellow, right? Okay, not me, right? And let them sit overnight. Now you wait. The funnest part, waiting, right? After waiting all night, you're excited, you're about ready to see how the heck they're gonna look. Take them to the bathtub. And dude, one by one, pull them out. Make sure they don't drip on your carpet. Put them in the tub. Just keep it cool, man. Keep it cool. And rinse it. Dude, it takes a little bit. If anyone tells you tie-dyeing is for lazy people, tell them they are wrong. Say, look at these forms, baby. This is from dyeing the tie, my man. Just freaking wring them out. It does take a while. Once all the dye is out, you are ready to put them in the wash. It doesn't matter if you wash them together. You know, like I said, as long as you got out the majority of the dye, you are solid, my guy. I don't dry my clothes. You can choose to dry them. But if you do, they're gonna start fading. Dry it again, fades more, all that stuff. So just maybe stay away from drying them. And then you have your shirts, man. So it's been a while since I've done this. Like I said, like I'm so excited to be doing this with you guys. It's something that I actually really enjoyed doing that I forgot. I was given a bunch of white t-shirts at the camp about a month ago. I was like, this is God telling me to tie it, bro, to dye it, bro. Dude, if you're like in high school or just looking for some extra money, dude, you can sell this stuff. People love this stuff. Like sophomore year, it was starting to kind of come back, and that was when I got into it. In 2 weeks span, I made like $275. Because at one point, a whole family bought shirts off me and they said, hey, do whatever you want. And then a soccer team, actually, they asked me to make a shirt for every single one of their players, and they had to be all identical. Tie-dye is not meant to be identical, it's all supposed to be different. Somehow, they all came out exactly the same, thanks to you know who. And dude, it was sick. And so you can make money off this stuff if you need a little extra cash. Like, it's not that much. Like, go to Walmart, get a cheap shirt, pack of shirts. It's just cool. It's a little like sauce you can add in your outfit, a little spice. Like, just be wearing like casual colors, and then, oh dude, those tie-dye socks. Wait, are those Vans? Dude, you bought those from Vans? It's like, nah bro, I did buy them from Vans, but hey, I spiced it up, bro. And they're like, oh, can I get some? You know, dude, like, so you can make some money off of this, honestly. And it's a whole lot of fun. Do it with your friends, do it with your girlfriend, family, whatever. So many ways to do tie-dye. Do it for events. Like, it's really cheap, really fun. I have to leave to work right now. I work at 4:30. It's 4 o'clock. I gotta go right now, guys. So, I love you guys. Hope you have a great day. Seriously, keep spreading positivity, keep loving others. That's what makes the world go around. It's all about love, guys. And so, like I said, I gotta get to work, and I'm about to look fresh in this boy. See ya!